Hi, my name is Takuzo Ganre. I'm a former A-level student and I graduated high school with straight A stars, and I'm here to help you do the same, or if not, just to make A-level maths a little less challenging for you. So in this video, we'll be solving hidden quadratic equations. So I have 4 examples that we'll walk through together to further understand hidden quadratics. So let's start with number 1. X to the power 4 minus 10x squared plus 21 is equal to 0. So the first step is to rewrite x to the power 4 in terms of x squared. So we can use laws of indices. So this can be done by saying x squared, then in brackets to the power 2. If you multiply out these powers, 2 times 2 gives you 4. Then that's minus 10x squared plus 21 is equal to 0. Then we can say let y equal x squared, and wherever there's an x squared, replace it with y. So it becomes y squared minus 10y plus 21 is equal to 0. So that's y squared minus 10y plus 21 is equal to 0. Now let's solve this by factorization. That's negative 7 and negative 3. So y is equal to 7 and y is equal to 3. Then now remember that our original equation is in terms of x. We have to use this equation to get our answers in terms of x. So y is equal to x squared. Now let's look at when y is 7. So substitute y with 7. It becomes 7 is equal to x squared. And remember, we want x, so we will take the square root of both sides. So it becomes square root plus or minus, that's square root. So you get x is equal to plus or minus the square root of 7. Now we'll do the same when y is 3. So we'll use this equation again, y equals x squared. So substitute y with 3, it becomes 3 equals x squared. Take the square root of both sides, and this is plus or minus. So you get x is equal to plus or minus root 3. So this would be your final answer. Let's move on to number 2. X to the power 6 plus 7x cubed is equal to 8. So let's start by moving all the terms on one side. So it becomes x to the power 6 plus 7x cubed minus 8 is equal to 0. So now let's rewrite x to the power 6 in terms of x cubed. So it becomes x cubed to the power 2. If you multiply 3 times 2, you get 6. Plus 7x cubed minus 8 is equal to 0. Again, let's make our statement. Let y equals x cubed. So wherever there's an x cubed, replace it with y. So it becomes y squared plus 7y minus 8 is equal to 0. Let's use factorization to solve this quadratic. So y is equal to 1 and y is equal to negative 8. Again, let's go back to our expression to get our answers in terms of x. So y is equal to x cubed, and at y equals 1, let's start with when y is 1. We substitute y with 1, so it becomes 1 is equal to x cubed. And to get rid of the power 3, we're going to take the third root or put it to the power of 1/3. And so that becomes x is equal to 1. and let's evaluate at y is equal to -8. So that's substitute y with -8 is equal to x cubed. To get rid of the power 3, we'll put it to the power 1/3. So x here is equal to -2. So that would be our final answer. X is 1 and x is -2. Now let's move on to number 3. X squared plus 36 over x squared is equal to 12. So we need to get rid of this denominator. So to do that, we'll multiply the whole equation by x squared. So if you multiply x squared by x squared, it becomes x to the power 4. If you multiply 36 over x squared by x squared, it becomes 36. And if you multiply 12 by x squared, it becomes 12x squared. Now let's put all the terms on one side. So it's x to the power 4 minus 12x squared plus 36 is equal to 0. Now let's rewrite x to the power 4 in terms of x squared. So that's x squared squared. 2 times 2 is 4 minus 12x squared plus 36 is equal to 0. Now let's make our statement. Let y equal x squared. So wherever there's an x squared, substitute it with y. So it becomes y squared minus 12y plus 36 is equal to 0. Let's factorize the quadratic. So that's -6. So y is equal to 6. Now let's go back to our statement here. We said y is equal to x squared. So we know that y is what? Is 6. So substitute y with 6. It becomes 6 is equal to x squared. To get rid of the power 2, we take the square root of both sides, plus or minus. So it becomes x is equal to plus or minus root 6. And that's the final answer. Now let's move on to our last example, which is number 4. X minus 10 root x plus 24 is equal to 0. Now let's rewrite square root of x as x to the power half. So that's 10x to the power half plus 24 is equal to 0. Now rewrite x in terms of x to the power half. So this is x to the power half in brackets squared. 2 times half gives you 1, which is the power that x has, minus 10x to the power half plus 24 is equal to 0. Again, let's make our statement. Let y equals x to the half. Substitute x to the half with y. So it becomes y squared minus 10y plus 24 is equal to 0. Now let's factorize the quadratic. So that's -6, -4, y equals 4, and y equals 6. Now let's go back to our statement. Y is equals x to the power half. So let's start at y equals 4. Substitute y with 4, it becomes 4 is equal to x to the power half. To get rid of the power half, we can square both sides. So that's x is equal to 4 squared. 4 squared is 16. And at y equals 6, substitute y with 6. It becomes 6 is equal to x to the power half. Then to get rid of the power half, square both sides. and that's x is equal to 6 squared, which is 36. So the final answer is x equals 16 and x equals 36. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching.